I'm in it properly, am I?
It's on.
Okay. Hey everybody, how are you doing? I just wanted to say, first of all, thanks for joining me. I'm really happy to be here, and thank you to my lovely friend on Facebook, Some Artist Guy, for asking me to do this interview. Okay, you can eat some more.
Okay. Right, so the first question is, who are you and what do you do with what you are doing?
Okay. Well, my name is Owen Fox. I'd say that I'm just a being, like visiting Earth, like the rest of us here on Earth. So that's who I am, really, essentially. But I also have a personality and a body here. So my name is Owen Fox here, and the work that I do, if you can call it work, is just try and help other people in the world to have just to have a more fuller, deeper, happier experience in the world, to be able to navigate through life and its challenges with a happiness, a harmony, a gratitude, with the ability to be able to create new lovely things, newer, happier, brighter things, more beautiful things than before. And so they won't be stuck in darkness or really hard situations for excessive periods of time. To help people have more joy and celebration in their life, more fun, more play, more enjoyment, more silliness, more lightness, more creativity, more empowerment, more awareness. So I've just learned all of this stuff myself through my own practice and experience, and reading spiritual books and doing spiritual, like my own inner work. So now all I am is just another person just trying to help other people in whatever way I can. I have a YouTube channel which I share videos for people to enjoy, to celebrate and to empower themselves. And I share stuff on Facebook. And I just help people in life, off the internet as well. I do a minuscule amount of coaching, a little bit of Skype coaching. But a lot of people ask me sort of advice or suggestions or for my opinion on certain things in their life that they're working through, and I just answer. So in a way, I just do a tiny little bit of a public service in that way. You can't really call it a public service because we're all helping each other all the time. But that's what I do. So there's no charge there. But I do a little bit of Skype coaching or guidance as well. And I'm writing 2 books on these topics. So. Yeah.
Number 2?
Okay.
Question 2. What does your job title or what you call yourself, like life coach, mean, and what are your responsibilities or attitudes towards such?
Alright. Well, my attitude towards what I do, it's very sort of unstructured. It's very from my heart, from my own natural tendency, like a child. It's just very spontaneous and unstructured. It's very on an equal level to whoever I'm talking to. I just view myself as another person, helping or sharing with another person. So I just talk to people like they're equals, and I just try and enjoy and have fun with what I do as well, as much as possible. I try and feel as good as possible, as much as I can, generally speaking, as best as I can. So it's always everything I do is coming from a really nice energy. I'm feeling really good and happy and joyous and appreciative of people and just to be alive, etc. So there's no airs or graces or status of being better than anybody or worse than anybody. It's like an innocence of a child. I like to bring this purity and innocence of children and animals to what I do in life, everything I do in life. So I treat everybody equally, and I follow my own natural heart's desires and interests and curiosities in everyday life. So I just be true to myself and honor myself. But when it comes to my so-called work or helping people, I don't make light of other people's like difficulties or challenges. So I do obviously try and respect and empathize with people's feelings and what they're going through, but just to also help empower them and to help enlighten the situation a little bit. And I help people just to connect with the present moment and who they truly are as the silent, background, spacious awareness that's always here in the present moment. What was it? Do you want to repeat
What
the
does
question?
it mean to be a life coach?
Well, I call myself maybe a life coach or a guidance coaching, spiritual coaching, guidance. I'm not sure what name I give myself because I didn't learn this. I just gained my own wisdom and experience in life myself. So I don't like to give myself a fancy name or a fancy title, but I just help to guide people or to help coach them a little bit. What does it mean to be? Well, I don't think it's anything particularly amazing or special, so it doesn't really mean a lot to me in a sense, in that regard, because this isn't who I am, and I don't view this label. I never really think of this label. I just think of myself as going about life, trying to help other people, as we're all helping and sharing anyway. So it's nice. I do like it, and I love it, and I appreciate it. It's nice to be able to help people and to help people's lives. It's like adding to the world, the global consciousness and energy of the world, more good and loving, lovely, bright feelings. So it does mean a lot to me, but at the same time, it's not like egoically, I'm great, this is wonderful, look at me, or anything like that. So in that way, it's just like a very natural, ordinary thing, just the same as everybody else. We're all doing our own part. So.
Question 3. What makes what you do unique compared to others?
All right. Well, the way I'd answer this, it's unique because Owen Fox here is unique. My personality and this person who's been on the earth for 30 years, chronologically, I have my own unique experiences, perception of the world, my own unique personality. So none of us, so do you watching, so does everybody in your family, in your society. So we're all unique. So this is what we bring to the table. This is what we bring to this lovely lifetime, our own uniqueness. So this is lovely and wonderful. We have our own specialness, so to speak, our own specialities, so to speak. So I wouldn't say, I'd say, that's what I do that's unique or special. But it's no more special than anybody else. A lot of people we all have had training and learning. So my training hasn't been an approved by other people training, as in that's what learning in an educated, structured fashion is. You get a degree or certification. This is training with other people's approval or consent. I've got my training from my experiences. Like we're always learning or being trained or expanding and growing and learning from our everyday experiences. Sometimes we go into college or university and we learn from somebody somewhere in a class, and we get a lot of training in a quick amount of time because it's a specific thing we're learning every day. I've done my own spiritual work and inner work as an everyday thing, as a reasonably a focused thing. I wasn't working and I wasn't studying. So this is what I studied as like my really big enthusiastic interest, and almost like my job. But not that it was my job, but I mean that as in I put a lot of time and attention into learning and growing and expanding and practicing and questioning things and looking at my programming. So in a way, this is a little bit different than other people, because most people end up getting courses or structured learning as well as their own learning in their own life. I just learned in my own life myself as the full-time thing without doing the structured course. I think this is a really good thing to do. I think the best way of learning is learn yourself, use your own intuition and your own inner voice, your own inner wisdom. See what resonates with you. Question everything from people. Don't just swallow things that you're being told or taught, but see if it makes sense and resonates with your heart and your inner self. So you can do this learning on your own, but you can also obviously do this when you're learning in a structured education. But if you just learn things and swallow things and believe everything or anything you're told without questioning it through your own inner wisdom first, then you're just swallowing other people's thoughts and ideas, and it's like robotic, and you won't have proper wisdom there. So you always have to question things yourself and to look at your programming and to see if the things you're being told and taught are from other people's programming or if it's from wise people. So only try and listen, be open to all people's opinions if you want. Listen to people, have an open mind in general. But you want to generally hold the advice of people who are wise and have experience generally. Listen to them more. You don't want to be swallowing or taking on board lots of advice from people who are unwise and are coming from ego place. You want a heart-centered, wise place, people giving you good advice. But always just make sure and listen to yourself and see if it makes sense to you, because we're all unique. So what one wise person might say is a piece of advice to two people, it might be more good for one person than the other person. So just trust yourself is what I'm trying to say here.
Question number 4. How does what you do fit in with what is going on in the world today, especially on a social level?
All right. Well, it's 2012 now, January. So what's going on in the world is a huge shift in just a huge global shift of consciousness. So I fit in nicely here because I'm helping to change the consciousness of the world because I'm kind of more famous in a way, if I can use that word non-egoically or just somewhat casually, very casual person. Because I have a YouTube channel, I have got thousands of people looking at the videos, so I'm able to help bring about more of a lighter energy in people. I'm able to talk to and influence more people, so in that way I have a little bit of a role. We all have a role. One of my roles is helping to help people. And so the things that I like to talk about and teach or share, it fits in nicely with what's happening in the world at the moment. I'm helping to empower people and to bring brighter, lighter feelings on people, so they have better relationships with people, they understand themselves better, and they're able to heal and heal from their hurts and their past wounds and traumas, etc., and be able to process and embrace, accept and release the old hurts. So and hopefully not create any more hurts in the present moment, in the future, through their own attachments and judgments and resistance and ego. So you become free from pain by, first of all, not creating any more pain in the present moment, and second of all, really seeing and accepting and releasing, expressing past pain, and then you're free from hurt and pain and negativity. So you enjoy your role and do what you want to do as well.
I'm fine.
Okay, we'll press the video to make a second file, okay? Just the red button in the center.